It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you, and welcome to the Science Bowl, the science quiz program here in the Prince George's County Public Schools, where we test our contestants' science IQ. Test your own. Play along today. Let's meet today's teams. First, from Scotchtown Hills Elementary, would you say hello to DeAndre Torian, Ethan Lack, and Man Lun? And from Tulip Grove Elementary, please say hello to our team. They are Caitlin McDermott, Kara Craig, and Justin Hill. And now here are the categories of questions we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing, and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
Here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to question difficulty. With the easier questions, they're on the left, worth 5 and 10. Tougher ones worth 15, 20, ultimately 25, the toughest question of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. No penalties, ever, for incorrect answers. At the end of the 2 rounds, one of these 2 outstanding teams will come back to play Yorktown for the chance to move on to the elementary school semifinal round. So we have a lot at stake today. Let's make sure everything works properly. Let's go to the red team. Ethan, would you try your buzzer? Thank you. Good luck to you, to Lun, and to DeAndre. And Kara, would you try your buzzer? All right, the green team, Kara, Justin, and Caitlin look like they're ready to go. Are we ready? Let's do this thing. Let's have a great game. Congratulations on being chosen as the elite of your schools to represent the schools. Let's just have a good game and have some fun. We go alphabetically S before T. So Ethan and Scotchtown Hills, let's play the bowl.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, your question is as follows. We usually call lettuce and spinach vegetables, but really all they are these parts of the plant. They're just what, Ethan?
The leaves.
They're just leaves, that's all. Go red.
Zoo Parade for 10.
Zoo Parade for 10 points. Teams, your question. Recently, paleontologists found the skeleton of a woolly mammoth, and they noticed a rib sticking out of this 7th bone of the bones that make up the spinal column. What are those bones called? Tulip Grove.
Backbone. No. Spine. Spine?
Not spine, no. The 7th one of these bones on the spinal cord of this mammoth had, strangely, a rib attached to it. What are those bones called?
Ribcage?
Vertebrae. Vertebrae. The 7th vertebrae out of all of the vertebrae of the backbone, which I heard you say over there, Justin. That was a good try. Okay, try again, please. Red.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, scientists have bioengineered this green thing to make it even greener, more resistant to pesticides, and so that it doesn't have to be mowed as much. Tulip Grove.
Grass?
Grass, yes, a new kind of greener grass that puts up with a lot of chemicals and doesn't have to be mowed. Okay, green, go.
Let's get physical for 15.
Get physical for 15 points. Teams, your question is as follows. Halley's may be more famous, but Shoemaker Levy was one of these celestial objects that a few years ago crashed right into Jupiter. All right, Ethan.
Meteor?
What's that?
Meteor?
Not a meteor. Good try. Halley's may be more famous, but one named Shoemaker Levy was a celestial object that recently crashed into Jupiter.
Comet.
Comet, yeah, the Halley's Comet, the one that comes back periodically in Shoemaker-Levy. We actually caught that collision, which was just catastrophic. Okay, good comeback. Go Green.
Can I have body systems for 10?
Body systems for 10 points. All right, teams. What same word means when your pupil gets smaller and a boa and a python kill their prey? Constrict. A boa constrictor. Pythons constrict. The pupil constricts or it dilates. Green, go.
Can I have science potpourri for 5, please?
Science potpourri for 5 points. Teams, going on sale next month is a robot that looks like Star Wars C-3PO. They're giving it the name of the world's most popular spice. What is the most popular spice in the world? That's the name they're giving to the robot. Scotchtown Hills.
Pepper?
Yes, indeed. Pepper it is. Thank you, Lynn. Good. I thought they're going to say salt. Salt's not a spice, but pepper is. Red, go.
Let's get physical for 10.
Let's get physical for 10 points. Teams, this 6th largest planet in the solar system is the planet that is closest to planet Earth. Scotchtown Hills. Yes, sir?
Mercury?
Not Mercury. Nope. Tulip Grove, this 6th largest planet in the solar system is the planet that is closest to planet Earth.
Mars?
Venus. Venus is the right answer. Go Red. 5 points behind Ethan.
Zoo parade for 5.
Zoo parade for 5 points. Teams, clams and oysters and mussels are bivalves, but this mollusk, like SpongeBob's Gary, is a univalve. Tulip Grove.
Sea slug?
Not a sea slug, no. What mollusks are known as univalves as opposed to bivalves, like SpongeBob's Gary is?
Snail.
Yeah, snail. Okay. Go Red.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. Teams, because it is colder slightly than the rest of you, this body part is the perfect place for the rhinovirus to grow that causes the common cold. What is this slightly colder than normal part of your body? Come on, Tulip Grove, listen to the clues.
Throat?
No, not your throat. What is the part of the body where the rhinovirus grows? Because it likes cold places, the rhinovirus that causes the common cold.
Your nose?
Your nose, yes indeed. Okay, Red. Okay, the buzzer says our first round is over. Our score, 70 for Tulip Grove, 70 for 75 for Scotchtown Hills. We'll be back with round 2 in a moment. Don't go away.
I wanted to start a business that I was passionate about, something I absolutely enjoyed and believed in.
I was doing the corporate grind, and I kind of wanted to do something a little more green. My name's Steve Allen. I run Rad Cab in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We do pedicabs and mobile outdoor advertising. I love being social, talking to people.
A lot of confusing stuff when you start a business. When I go in and talk to my store mentor, he really helps me sort it all out, and we just get organized. And when I go home, I feel confident about what's going on. It really feels amazing to create jobs here in my city.
It's incredibly awesome. I love to show it off.
If you get a solid foundation for your business laid, everything else falls in place. SCORE has absolutely been the most invaluable resource that I've had from day one.
For free.
I could not imagine doing anything else.
Get your free business mentor at score.org.
And welcome back to Science Bowl. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. We have 6 young people here today playing our game. All but one of them has been here before, and we're going to find out a little bit about them before we ask any more questions. Let's go first to Scotchtown Hills. And one of the judges says, where is Scotchtown Hills? Because he didn't know. Where is it, Ethan?
It's in Laurel.
It's in Laurel. It's way up northern portion of Prince George's County. Who's the principal at your school?
Miss Prevost.
Absolutely, out there cheering for you. And you have two sponsors, don't you? Who are they?
Simona and Colin.
Your sponsors, the teachers.
Oh, Miss Doris and Miss Taylor.
Wonderful, they're here. And then the other young ladies were the alternates, is that right? Okay, and you were here last year? Yeah, so what grade are you in now?
6.
6th grade, that's great. What do you like about the show?
It's interesting and it's also challenging, which makes me think a lot.
Yeah, it does. We do challenge you, don't we? Yeah, we're trying to pull out information that we know is in there somewhere. And Lund came up with the pepper question because was listening very carefully. Tell me what you like about Scotchtown Hills.
Oh, the teachers, they're really considerate and supportive to the students.
Yeah, boy. And if they support you, if you know that they care about your welfare, you'll do anything for them because you know that they want you to advance and succeed. What do you want to do someday, Ethan?
Well, I want to become a professional soccer player.
Yeah, because you play for the Little Boys and Girls Club in Laurel, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so a professional soccer player. Do you have another career in mind, too?
A restaurant owner.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. What would you cook? What kind of restaurant?
A Vietnamese and French.
I like that already. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to remember that. You're an ambitious young man, and you're doing a nice job as a captain here. DeAndre, why'd you want to be here today?
Because I really like science and
Because you like science, and you're in the right spot. Yeah, what do you do in your spare time?
I like to relax and play sports.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, and you said that you really like basketball, if you had to pick, huh? Yeah. Do you have a favorite professional team that you like? Do you like the Wizards?
No.
Nah. He knows what he doesn't like. And you're doing a nice job. Just relax a little bit. You look nervous to me. You're doing just fine, you know, and we're happy to have you here. Lund, nice to have you here with us. Tell us your story. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to dance or do gymnastics.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's very athletic. You know, gymnastics is a real athletic sport. And what do you hope to do someday?
I want to be a lawyer, and if that doesn't work, I want to be a doctor.
You're a doctor. All right. Great professions both. Good to have you here. Keep up your good playing. Tulip Grove, just 5 points behind at 70. Kara, tell me about Tulip Grove. You're in Bowie, but you're temporarily relocated, aren't you?
Yes.
Where are you this year?
We're at Meadowbrook since Tulip Grove is getting renovated.
Yeah. How long will you be away?
2 years.
2 years. And what grade are you in now?
4th.
4th. So do you go up to 6 in Tulip Grove?
No, we only go up to 5th.
The 5th. So you'll never go back to the new school?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. But I hope you're having a good time. And I know we were talking earlier, and the steps over there are bothering. Too many steps, right?
Yes.
Yes, you're getting more exercise than you need. What do you like about Tulip Grove? Because a school is not just a building, it's the people in it. Yeah.
The teachers are really nice and they explain things 2 ways, especially Mr. Taylor. He helps us learn different things in different ways so that all the students understand.
That's wonderful. And the sponsor of the team, yes?
Yes, Mr. Taylor and Miss O'Brien.
Wonderful, and they've done such a great job. And we have not seen Tulip Grove on our show for a long, long, long time, so we're very happy to have you back again. And you're doing a nice job here today. You had no alternates on your team, is that right?
No.
It's just the 3 of you, and you brought along Grover, your little mascot there. He's bringing you some good luck today.
And Little Grover.
I'm sorry?
Little Grover and Little Grover.
Oh, and I didn't even see Little Grover over there. So you got 5 people, or 5 creatures, on the team over there. All right. Justin, tell us about yourself. What do you want to do someday?
Well, I might want to be a bridge designer, maybe play football, and maybe even go into car industry. I'm not really sure yet.
Boy, this young man, he has so many interests, and I know you're talking about designing interiors of buildings, and you've got a real fertile and active mind over there, and lots of possibilities. I think you're going to be successful, whatever you do. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, I like to play football with my friends, play with my little brother, try to teach him what football is without trying to attack somebody. I like to read, play video games, draw, and just, most of the time, if it's like a school day, try to sleep in as long as I can.
I'm with you, Justin. I'm with you. These delayed openings are sometimes a real godsend. Good to have you here. And Kara, before I leave you, I did leave you, you play a musical instrument, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you play?
The cello.
The cello. And what do you want to do when you get older?
I want to be a spy or a baker.
Yeah, this young lady, she likes to bake, and I told her, you know, baked goods, that's a good lure if you want to be a spy to get something out of somebody. And Caitlin, you also play a musical instrument, don't you? What do you play?
The violin.
Violin. And you're a soccer player?
No, I'm a softball player.
Softball player. What team do you play for?
The Bowie Boys and Girls Club.
That's wonderful. And are you and Kara friends off camera here?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. That's the way it goes in elementary school. What do you want to do someday?
I want to be a marine biologist.
Marine biologist, yeah. You haven't been snorkeling or scuba diving yet, but
No.
you got to try that. You got to try that. All right, let's get back to our game. Tulip Grove 70, Scotchtown Hill 75. Lots of points to give away. Ethan, you gave us the last correct answer, so start us out. And come on, guys, talk to each other. All right, 3 heads are better than 1 on both sides here. Let's have a good second round, okay? Let's do it. Come on, Ethan.
Dateline science for 5. Dateline science for 5.
Dateline science for 5 points. Teams, your question. Boy, scientists are so excited. They think they found the first new antibiotic in 25 years, and they found it where kids like to play. It's a synonym for soil. Scotchtown, they found it in the what?
Dirt.
The dirt, yeah, dirt. Microbes is where these antibiotics were hiding in plain sight. Good, go.
Let's get physical for 5.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, Let's Get Physical was a song by Olivia Newton-John, and it was written as a homage to her grandfather, who was, in fact, a Nobel Prize-winning what kind of scientist? Tulip Grove.
Physics? Well, physical scientist?
We will take that, yeah. Physical science scientist or a physicist. You got it. You were on my wavelength. Good, go.
Can I have green things for 15?
Green things for 15 points. Teams, there is a reed that grows on the shores of the Chesapeake Bay called Phragmites that nobody can get rid of because it forms these stolons that are 40 feet long. Stolons are not roots, but rather these plant parts that are normally up above the ground, but now they're underground. Tulip Grove.
Branches?
Not branches, not quite branches. Scotchtown Hills, these stolons, they're underground. They're not roots, but they're actually these plant parts that are normally above ground.
The stems?
The stems, yeah. These are 40-foot long stems underground. Boy, they just move everywhere. All right, good comeback. Nice answers, both teams. 95-75, go Ethan.
Zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade for 15 points. Teams, a veterinarian at the National Zoo recently suspected that a giant tortoise had a bad infection. So he took a blood sample from the tortoise and he examined it to see if what kind of blood cells were counting high, indicating that there might be an infection in there. Tulip Grove.
White blood cells. White blood cells?
White blood cells. Justin, you're the man. Thank you for the assist. That's exactly right. Go green.
Can I have green things for 20, please?
Green things for 20 points. Teams, it seems like chocolate is endangered. We've got to do something because these green things that make chocolate are being attacked by a fungus. What are these green things, Tulip Grove? Get this and you're in the lead.
Cocoa plants?
Cocoa plants, those cocoa trees, absolutely right. And they're quarantining some that are fungus-free in Britain to at least save them in case all the other ones in subtropical Africa start to get wiped out. 110-95, Tulip Grove advantage, go.
Can I have science potpourri for 10?
Science potpourri for 10 points. Teams, doctors say that it is good to eat foods that are prebiotics like bananas and honey because the bacteria in those foods go into the stomach acid, but they don't get what? Scotchtown Hills?
Digested?
Yeah, they are indigestible. That means they can continue on and help provide you with a healthy gut. Nice answer. 105, 110. What a game. Almost tied. Ethan, go.
Dateline science for 10.
Did you say Dateline? Mm-hmm. Dateline science for 10 points. Teams, astronomers have found 8 new planets in a part of the universe that they have named for this fictional girl who found that Papa Bear and Mama Bear's, Kara?
Goldilocks.
The Goldilocks zone, yeah. Bed that was too hard, bed that was too soft. It's just the right area where the planets might be Earth-like. All right, not too hot, not too cold. Green.
Can I have body systems for 15, please?
Body systems for 15 points. Teams, if someone is suffering from a very bad infection, sometimes they develop a condition called sepsis. The word that is the opposite of sepsis is the kind of thing like you spray on a cut to keep it from getting infected. What's that word that is the opposite of sepsis? What you want to tell me?
Oh, it's just right there.
It's on the tip of his tongue. Scotchtown, can you tell me the word that is the opposite of sepsis? Something you put on a cut to keep it from getting infected.
Antibiotic?
Antiseptic. An antiseptic is the opposite of sepsis. Good try. Green, go.
Can I have green things for 25, please?
Green things for 25 points. Teams, if you've ever wanted to have your French fries and your ketchup on the same plant, your time has arrived. The Tom-tato. It's a plant that produces potatoes and tomatoes, but it is not a hybrid. It is produced by this G initial process where you take a piece of one plant and you insert it into another. What is that G initial term known as? Ethan.
Germany?
Not germinate, nope. Good try. If you're taking part of one plant and attaching it to another plant, what G initial term describes that?
Germination?
No, I think that's what Ethan said as well. It's grafting. Grafting is the right answer. Try again, Green.
Can I have Zoo Parade for 20, please?
Zoo Parade for 20 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, please. And this shark is surrounded by fish known as remoras that are attached to the shark. It looks like they're parasites. Actually, they're getting a free ride from the shark, and any food that the shark doesn't eat, they get the leftovers. And the remoras also help to remove parasites from the shark's skin. So this is not an example of parasitism. What kind of relationship is this? What term describes that relationship?
I pass it on to Loon.
You sure can.
Symbiolationship?
Say it again.
Symbiolationship?
Symbio.
She's trying for it. She's close.
You're close. Say it one more time.
Symbiolationship.
Not quite. Not quite. Tulip Grove, do you know the name of that relationship? Correct answer is symbiosis. Symbiosis. Very close, Lynn. Nice try. Wish I could have given you those points. Try again, Green.
Can I have science potpourri for 15, please?
Science potpourri for 15 points. Teams, what same word means both of these things? The time from when you were infected with a certain disease until the time the symptoms arrive, and the time from when a chicken lays its egg and sits on it until it finally hatches. Incubation. Incubation. You incubate an egg. Try again, Green.
Can I have let's get physical for 20, please?
Let's get physical for 20 points. A multiple choice question. Teams, every time an electron falls into holes in a light emitting diode, which is a kind of light, a little packet of light is released. Is that little packet of light called a quasar, a lepton, or a photon? What is that little packet of light called, Tulip Grove?
Photon.
A photon, yeah. Photo was the clue, that prefix that we asked you to learn. Good, Green.
Can I have let's get physical for 25, please?
Let's get physical for 25 points. Teams, back on January 5th, some people, especially in the meteorological field, were wishing everybody Happy Perihelion Day. Happy Perihelion Day is when the Earth is where? If you parse that word, helion means sun, Peri means near. The correct answer, that is the day when Earth is closest to the sun all year long. Try again, green.
Can I have body systems for 20, please?
Body systems for 20 points is a multiple choice question. Teams, if you watched the World Cup of Soccer in Brazil last year, you know that the U.S. had a great goalie named Tim Howard, big guy. But he also has a condition where he has strange tics and he says things that he can't control. That's because he suffers from Tay-Sachs disease, Parkinson's, or Tourette's syndrome. Which of those three, Tulip Grove?
Parkinson's disease?
Not Parkinson's, no. Does he have Tay-Sachs, Parkinson's, or Tourette's?
Tourette's syndrome.
Tourette's syndrome, that's it. Yep, okay, go red. Go.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. Teams, if you saw the movie Interstellar, and even if you didn't, the astronaut and his daughter went through a wormhole to get to a safer place in the universe. Unlike black holes that we know exist, wormholes are described as being hypothetical. Meaning what? What does that mean, Ethan?
They're possibly real.
Possibly real. That's right. They're possibly, but it's not been confirmed. Absolutely right. All right. That buzzer has rung, and that means our game is over, and we will be back with a wrap-up in just a moment. Don't you go away.
Going to school pregnant, riding the bus, that was hard. You just have all the stares, and you have all the questions, and even little kids make you nervous just staring at you. When you get pregnant, all the stuff just goes through your mind. Abortion, adoption, keeping him. You're his mom. You're supposed to be the one taking care of him and raising him. But when you're 15 and pregnant, you can't do it without support. I wanted to give him a better life. When I found out I was pregnant, I don't know, just a light hit me in my heart, just saying adoption is what you need to do. I really have a simple dream. I just want to get my nursing career, get married, and have a family. When I get pregnant again, give them a better life. I'm Miranda, and I chose adoption.
And welcome back. Boy, it came down to the very last question. It was tied just about the entire game, so evenly matched were these teams. We're proud of all 6 of our players. Our final tally today is Tulip Grove 140, Scotchtown Hills 150. So DeAndre and Ethan and Lun, congratulations. Also, our alternates back there, we have Simona and Colin and our wonderful Jennifer's back there, Mrs. Taylor and Miss Doris. Thank you for all your support of Science Bowl. And Lynn, I'm very happy for you because with that symbiosis, you came so close, but your team was able to eke this out. Tulip Grove, you never gave up. You guys are great players. Even Grover and little Grover helped today. Caitlin and Kara and Justin, thanks for being here. Come back and play again, would you? We know we'd love to have you here. Don't wait another 10, 15 years, Mr. Taylor, Miss O'Brien, for us to see Tulip Grove. We love having you here, and we loved having you. We'll see you next time on the Science Bowl. Bye-bye.